All right, this is a check. This is a check to see if this is going to work. All right, this is the rest of the multiple choice practice problems. I think I stopped here. So the next one, I'll remind you when we did cost and revenue. If we were the business, what did it cost us, and what would we make, and so on. So the cost, I'm going to move it up here. It says the one-time cost, fixed cost, or startup cost is $5,000, and that it's $30 to make each unit. So 30x plus 5,000, and don't put minus. You're totaling up or adding up everything we spend. Revenue is what goes in the cash register, and it says that we sell them for $55 each unit, and they want the break-even point. Remember, the break-even point is to set C of x equal to R of x. So 30x plus 5,000 is equal to 55x. I'm going to skip steps, subtract the 30x, and I get 25x, and I get x is 200. Now, A has the right equations, and D has the right equations. But the only one that has an x value of 200 is answer D. So you really, there could be no other answer unless you did the arithmetic wrong up here. But otherwise, if you plug the 200 into any one of the two equations, you'll get that 11,000. And the next one's really pretty much the same. For some reason, I'm thinking that this answer is A. I'm pretty sure it was. Next one, be careful here. You know that on the practice, we would set each factor equal to 0 and solve. So, of course, for the 4x, you get 0. The 2x plus 3, you get negative 3 halves. The x minus 6 gives you 6. And then normally the x squared plus 4 is going to give you complex solutions with the I in it. But I want you to be careful. If I asked for the solutions, it would have 3 real and 2 complex, which would be plus or minus 2i, I guess it is. But they're asking for the x-intercepts. And the x-intercepts physically are where they touch across the x-axis, so these are not part of that. So it is answer C. Next one, maximum load, blah, 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 varies directly. So maximum load L, I'm going to put my K, varies directly as the 4th power of D. And inversely, now the word and does not mean plus, and it does not mean a separate equation. It means and at the same time, inversely to the square of its height. And that looks like answer A. All right, next one. Expresses a single log for this one, so I always do log and then parentheses because I'm afraid I'm going to write log more than once. So first I have a 2 out front here, which is multiplication, which means it must have been a power, so x squared. Any minus means put it on the bottom, and that would be a y. And then the 1/2 out front means it was a power, but a 1/2 power is the same as square root. So there it is, and answer E. Alrighty. Next one, they give you a cost equation. Well, this one's a fairly simple one, I hope. Find the slope and the total cost to produce 250 discs. Well, be careful, the equation is written backwards. The slope is 2, and when I put 250 in for x, I get 500 plus 300 is 800, so the answer is B. Solve the absolute value equation. Of course, you have to isolate the absolute value. So I'm moving the 2 over, I'm subtracting 2. Absolute value inequality, rather, right? And now, when I drop the symbol, remember, it's the same inequality on the other side with the minus. And then solve. -7, same inequality, and then I divide by 3. And seeing how the answers are, I'm going to write them first to the right. X is greater than or equal to 5, or if I read it from the left, X is less than or equal to -7/3. And that looks like answer A. All right. Next one. Hopefully you agree this is decay, so it has to be this, or this. 5/8 as a decimal, the decay factor would be 0.625. Now, I always go to little r, which they're not doing on this chart. I think it's a good stepping stone. Remember, you subtract 1, and what you would get is negative 0.375. And then when you change it to big R, it's negative 37.5%. So again, they don't use this, but the factor that has that would be this and this, answer E. This just left out the negative because this is an old problem, and so is the next one. Negative 2x minus 30, and then plus 4. Let me see what I have here. They want to know what's true about it. Well, if we talked about translations, I would immediately say this will flip it over the x-axis, so it'll point down. The -3 would move it to the right 3 places. The +4 would move it up 4 places, and we never talked about what the 2 would do. We don't do that in this course. But that's okay. They're not really asking that. They're asking which one of these are true. But it still helps us because if I do what it says, which is I'll ignore the 2 for now. -3 would mean I'd move it up to the right 3, and then I would move it up 4, and it has to open down. So even without the 2, which would shift it slightly, that's it. We have a local maximum at 4. And I believe that's it. I'll post that one